Hi guys, how are you doing? It's your girl Kana. If you're new to my channel, hi, you're welcome. If you're not, then how you been? How you doing? Anyways, so as I wait for my ride to come so that I can go out, let me tell you about my out story that I experienced recently. Guys, if I tell you that this, as a girl, I have experienced a lot of things from people, places, and all of that included. If you're a girl, you know. If you're one of these people who literally cause some of these disturbances and issues, you also know. Anyways, we will not be going into that. I'm just going to be telling you what happened recently as I was out. So your girl, though I look a little bit of cuckoo, a lot of people think that I'm a club person. I'm not. I cannot stand noise. I cannot stand crowded places. I cannot stand people, a lot of them in one place while rubbing on each other. So I can't. Anyways, I cannot go to clubs, but I love hotels. They are very quiet. Hotels and resorts are my favorite thing to literally. If you want to take me out, hotels and resorts. Anyways, that is not the issue. Your girl can take herself out. Recently I took myself out and I just needed to relax, enjoy myself, just calm down. It has been a hectic week. I had to calm down, and I decided to go out like after some time of not going out at all. So when I went, I have like these hotels that I always go to, and they are my favorite. One, let me just say one. The others I have also complaints, but I will not go into that because I'm not going to be complaining about hotels. But I wanted to try out this new one. It has just been built recently, and I was like, you know what, I'm in the area, let me just try that. Your girl went. Owned by Indians, but that is not the issue. So I went there and it's beautiful, it's new, it's lovely. I love that, all of it. And the only issue that we had was the elevator. I had to get into the elevator because I wanted to go to the rooftop, and I have an issue with elevators, and I was not going to be taking the stairs for anybody or anything because the stairs are very many. They are very many, and I had heels, and even if I was literally walking barefoot, I would still not take the elevators because I'm that lazy. But anyways, that is not the issue. I decided, you know what, I want to go to the rooftop to feel the breeze and all of that. If there is something that I can do for something, it's literally getting a breeze. I will walk to get a breeze. So I was like, okay, let me just take the elevator. I will just have to stand it for some time. So I went into their tiniest elevator, and as I was getting in, this couple entered with their family, like with children and all of that. So at least I was like a little bit comforted because I was at the back and I'm literally just gritting my teeth and like had my eyes open, closed and everything. The elevator went. It was a smooth ride, though I felt like my stomach was you get me. So I reached there. They took their time. Nobody was serving us, nobody was doing this. They took their time, and I'm sitting there, and I'm literally the only one sitting there, and this couple. And then like afterwards, like these two guys came into the place, and they also got like their seats. And then afterwards, like waiting for somehow 20 minutes, I could have gone, but I'm a very patient person, and the view was beautiful at night. I'm seeing all the lights, so it was beautiful. And this guy comes, this Indian guy. He's like, I think the manager. He literally comes and he's looking, and I'm like, I'm also looking. You get me? And then he's like, excuse me, madam, did you get somebody to serve you? I'm like, no, I never got anybody to serve me. Then he's like, okay, I will call somebody, I will get you somebody to serve you. I'm like, thank you. So I keep on doing my work. I was doing some editing, I was doing this and that. 15 minutes later, the waiter gets there and she serves me. Good and well, I get my drink. I'm drinking. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm drinking my drink, whatever drink it was. And Afterwards, I literally had to take the elevator back. Afterwards, I spent there at least like 1 hour, and then I was, yeah, without including uh, the other time that I was waiting for the waiter to come. So anyways, I called my ride. They came, and I'm like, I need to go down. I started my trek down. I took the elevator. Now that is where oh my god, that is where the shit hits the fan. Forgive my French. Literally, I got into the elevator. I'm already not feeling it because I had taken it the first time, and I'm not feeling it at all. So I get in. I'm literally closing my eyes, just gritting my teeth. I'm like, Father in heaven, make it end, and make it end fast. So as I was going down, this time it was so bad because I was alone. And the moment the elevator moved, my feet lost energy, my head started getting dizzy, my stomach, I was like almost vomiting, and I'm serious and not feeling well at all. I'm so dizzy. Like, that was how bad it was this time around, and I'm in there alone. I rode the elevator, got down. This is where the shit happens, like seriously. As I was getting out, when the elevator door opened, this guy, the manager, comes, blocks my way. Seriously, I'm one step out of the elevator, blocks my way, so I have to get back. I'm like, okay, let me be the mature person here. Let me get back so that you enter and I get out. You get me? But this guy, no, he did not stop there. So he enters, blocks my way. I take a step back. This elevator, remember, mind you, it is very small. I take a step back, and I'm literally by the wall like this. I'm already not feeling well at this point in my life. I'm so dizzy. I'm feeling so bad. I do not know what was happening, but it was not doing it for me. And this guy did not just end there to block my way. No, he entered after his whole full body is in the elevator and is literally still blocking the way. I see him so fast, press the button, the elevator closes back again. You get me? The elevator closes back again. Like, do you know, in those times when like you're in a movie scene and this person is like closing the button so fast because like somebody maybe is chasing them? Yeah, that kind of thing. So he presses it, it closes so fast. I'm like, I'm standing there like looking, and I'm like, I did not expect that, but bitch, wow. So the elevator closes, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm still, guys, I have the calm of an angel. I tell you, I am the calmest person on this earth. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, Father in heaven, give me the strength to get through this, because I was so dizzy. And as the elevator, it did not just close, it started moving again. Literally started moving again, because this guy made it move again. So what did I do? I'm like, excuse me, sir, I had to get out. And he's like, no, you're not getting out. I'm like, oh, I'm not getting out. Yes, it's like, no, you're not I'm like, why did you do that? Like, why do you think I'm not getting out? Like, you literally blocked my way to not get out. He's like, yes, because I want your number. I'm like, guys, I might be this pretty. But I don't need people to be asking for my number in a very aggressive way. Because at this moment, remember, now I'm taking the elevator the third time to God knows where. I'm taking the elevator and I'm feeling so bad. At this extent, I can barely stand on my feet. But I literally had to stand like a woman in heels. I looked at this guy as he told me that I want your, no, you're not getting out because I want your number. I'm like, why would you want my number? I do not know you. He's like, to talk to you. At this extent, I'm trying to still keep it calm, to still keep my cool, to be like, oh God, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Right now, as I speak about it, I'm feeling worse. Anyways, so And I was still like holding it in, but my mind was spinning so much, and I was going to be like, then I thought about it, and I'm like, in my mind, should I say no? I was going to say no, because like your first response is saying no, but remember, this person is that aggressive, and we are in a small contained place. So remember, if I were to say no, if he had the strength and the mind to think he was privileged enough to block my way and refuse me from getting out of that elevator, if I said no, what would happen? You get me? So I was still thinking about that in my spinning head. God helped me, and the elevator opened again, and this girl entered. This lady, she was a waitress. She entered with a cake in hand, and then this guy changed all of a sudden with these aggressive ways. Changed all of a sudden, and then he's like, "Oh, where are you taking that cake?" And where? I'm like, oh. In my mind, I was like, "Oh, thank God, thank God." Guys, I'm at the beach. And people over there are fishing. So guys, let me just finish up this story. Like, seriously, when the waitress entered, this guy turns direction. He's like, "Oh, where are you going? What are you doing?" He starts questioning the waitress, because like, remember, we are talking about the manager. And afterwards, in my mind, I'm like, this guy could have taken this like farther than you could have ever imagined. But I'm like, oh, thank God for this waitress to have come. So anyways, but it does not stop there, and the elevator stops again. So at this moment, I'm still out of it. Like, I'm getting more and more dizzy. And then afterwards, when the elevator stopped, he gets out. The waitress gets out. No, the waitress stayed in, and then I got out as well. I thought we were on the first level, so I'm already out of it, and I thought we had come back on the first level. When I got out, I noticed that, oh, we don't have a first level. We were on the third level. Yes. And I'm like, oh my God. And then the elevator had already closed, and the waitress had gone with the elevator, and I thought I was now on the first level, and this guy was also outside, but because like there were some people there, he went away. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm going to wait again for the elevator to come back so that I can go down. At this moment, my feet are killing me. I could then as I was thinking, like, maybe I should take the stairs, this guy comes back and tells me, oh, you should take the stairs, and he's also going down the stairs. I was like, bitch, you better be kidding me. You think I'm that stupid to literally take the stairs with you? I was like, I just shook my head, and I'm like, no. And then he was like, okay. And then he went down, and I was like, I'm never going to take those stairs. He could be like down there waiting for me. And then at that moment, but in my mind, you know, I'm the kind of person who never records shit. I only record things when I plan them. But apart from that, I don't remember to record things. But anyways, the elevator, I waited for the elevator, and my head was pounding. I was so dizzy. And then the elevator came back. I entered once again, and I just was like crossing my fingers, and I'm like, okay, hurry up, elevator, hurry up, so that we can literally get down. And it reached. I got out, and I was so dizzy. I was literally staggering out of the elevator. I was that dizzy. And then I went, my ride was already there, and I was like, oh my God, I almost fell into shit with people. But guys, anyways, that was how it was, and I will never be going back to that hotel. Never, because I have had many scenarios where people are like aggressive men, not women, men. But this was the first to literally Not the first to be cornered, but the first to be done in a public place. And in that way, I never could have imagined it, because I'm like, this is a hotel, and I think people should act more civilized. At least I expected them to act more civilized. You get me? And they are literally some of the staff that run the place, and they were not acting civilized at all. They were very aggressive and demanding just because. Anyways, so that is how the story went. But seriously, guys, there is a problem that I always encounter, and it really just brought me back to think about like that moment where like he was asking for my phone number. Do you get me? And I'm like, was I going to be brave enough to literally say no? That is a very important question, because I want to say no, but these people, sometimes when you say no, they get very aggressive. I have had moments where like a guy approached me, asked me for a number, and when I say no, I think that was the first time I say no, and when I say no, he was so aggressive. I have never seen it in my life, and I was younger than this. You get me? I'm talking about 18, 17, and I was younger than that, and I was like, like, so we can't say no these days. Anyways, usually a lot of people have my number, but I have blocked a lot of people as well, because but a lot of people have my number. I will admit that, because when they ask, I'm so afraid to say no, because I'm like, I'm going to say no and they're going to be aggressive with me. And sometimes these people find me on the road and there is nobody else in the road, and then they're like, can we have your number? And you know this, which is like the moment you say no, they're going to turn on you just because they have asked for something that you're not giving. So a number is very easy, and I just block them. The moment they call and they're like, we saw you on this street, I'm like, block. But seriously, it's very aggressive. It's really aggressive, and I have had more scenarios, but I'll not go into that because that's not the reason we are here. Oh, so many scenarios, guys. Just imagine what we are going through each and every day as a girl getting out of our house. Sometimes there are moments in my life when I am so scared to go out of my house alone. There are moments in my life when I was in my house for like a full year, not going out or anything like that, and I was just there in the home, because every time you get out you find so many crazy people out there. But it is what it is. Sometimes I don't know, I really don't know how to do it, but it baddens me that sometimes I feel like I cannot say no. I feel that I really cannot say no, and there are so many like little times when I have like been able to say no to somebody, and they're like, I'm like, okay, no thank you, and that is when I'm like in a very crowded place and they cannot get to me. You get me? And they cannot get to me. That is when I'm like, I feel like comfortable enough and brave enough to literally be like, no thank you, I will not give you my number. But a lot of times I find myself that I can't just say that, even if like I were in a place like this, like I just can't say that as my first answer. I'm like, you're always like, always have to go around it, be like, and why should I? Maybe next time. Trying to sugarcoat these things, because you know that if you go upright and be like, no thank you, people get aggressive, people get offended, and some people just want to get physical. You know how many times I have had my hands being grabbed by people just because they stopped me and I did not stop. Somebody like grabs the hand and is like, I'm talking to you. I'm like, excuse me, you can speak without touching me. I don't like people touching me. Now look at this, I'm literally just saying a lot of things, but seriously, let's talk about it, because I have gotten the chance to be talking about it. I don't like it when people grab my hands like that. I don't like it when people just grab me, because I have had so many people grab me and I'm like, why are you grabbing me? You're a guy, literally. And even if you were a woman, But still, oh, if your woman never do that to me, like I would hate it. But then women don't do that. Yeah. But guys, my God, just because you're interested in me does not mean that that if I refuse to give you my number to stop to talk to you, that you have to be aggressive. At the end of the day, I don't think it is supposed to be like that, because there are also like times when a girl likes some guy and they really just cannot go and be aggressive just because the guy doesn't like them back. You get me? Anyways, that is how it ended. Guys, I have more stories if you literally want to hear them, and the more I speak, the more it gets gruesome. If you knew how people have acted in my presence, men have acted towards me just because sometimes I feel like it wasn't has to be this beautiful. That's serious. No, let's leave the laughing alone. Though I speak this with laughing, I am hurting. If my heart had a heart, it would tell you how much it is hurt, because so many times I feel helpless. I feel so helpless, and so many times I don't like whatever is happening with the world, and whatever literally happens with people around me. I don't like it. You get me? Anyways, guys, that was it. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified every single time I'll be posting. And if you need more stories of how literally I have been in sticky situations as I enjoy my beach time, oh my god, I look so beautiful, but I have gained weight, guys, and I have gained weight in all the right and wrong places, but mostly the right places. Anyways, and this was a gift on my birthday. Oh my god, I love it. Isn't it beautiful? It's literally the first necklace I own, because I don't wear necklaces, and as you have seen, but this one is very crafty, so I love it. As this is yeah, it's very nice. But anyways, apart from that, if you want more stories about how literally I have had encounters with men in a very, very, very compromising way, comments in the comment section. And another thing, you can also help me out to give me advice on how I can get out of sticky situations with men without them being aggressive to me, trying to show that it's a mistake for me to literally say no to them, because I don't want them. I just need to feel like I can say no for once in my life. Like the first answer to me, like, oh baby girl, you're beautiful, I know. Baby girl, can I get your number? No. I want to be able to say that, like, no. Anyways, it was your baby girl. Bye bye. Do not forget to like and share and subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified. As always, it's your girl Kana, and I love you all. Let me enjoy my day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video episode of Keeping Up with Kana. We will be seeing you, but